Yo. All right. All right, y'all. This is your host, bathed in darkness right now, which I think is fitting for the Day of the Dead and Scorpio season. I have really good news as far as this tune up is concerned. You can look forward to total transformation. I do have this meditation link in the description box below for those of you who would like to check it out whenever you want. As far, did the chakras and everything. And yeah, third eye seeing, crown, downloading. If anything, you're being prepared for levels of synchronization that take synchronization you've had before and pale it in comparison. And for reference, the last couple of years, I would say just last year alone, 2024, your synchronization in Sagittarius was the highest it's ever been. And it's going to be dwarfed coming into the end of this month. So we're going to have the full moon in the middle of next week. And the 2 weeks from the full moon to the new moon, you're going to go through more rapid transformation than you've ever gone. And like things you didn't know you knew are going to just instantly like snap up in you. What this is doing is it's preparing you not only for the Uranus opposition. I only have my underwear on right now. I mean, yeah, I have my shirt and my pants. But it's gonna prepare you for Sagittarius season. So basically, your this year is a prototype and a beta test, or rather a sneak peek into next year. But also Sagittarius season, where the next 2 weeks you're going to, of course, transform into this form, and then in Sagittarius season you're gonna see everything that's possible for you to do relative to like 6+ months of development, and then that's gonna drive you into next year. Okay, you're going to, coming into the end of Scorpio season, have this quality of like you're going to tap into extra dimensional beings that have been like certain beings as of now are actively contacting you, not necessarily in the way where you're going out of your way to look for license plate numbers to make you feel like you got a synchronicity, but you've been seeing like random impossible to like recreate scenarios where it's almost as if someone is like using a name to get your attention, and you're actually communicating with essences that vibrate too quickly for your brain to actually process. Some of these forces are going to use names to get your attention, but not for you to project on real life people. Okay, some of these people can possess real life people. It's going to feel like you're in a role playing game RPG and you are busting missions for people. So over the next 2 weeks, you're going to know more, you're going to be sharper, you're going to sense more, and it's to prepare you for the adventure that you're going to step in on Sagittarius season. It's already happening now for some of you. The next couple of days with the moon in Aries is going to tie everything together so you can feel who you are. It's like, this is who I feel like. And then full moon is going to manifest this transformation process. Okay. And that's really all I have to say. There's a way I want to put this into words. The rest of this moon in Pisces, as we increase in degree, is going to be met while it goes over Saturn of totality and Neptune, that final Neptune conjunction. There are profound realizations that's going to begin to change everything you have ever believed. And that's going to be the trigger into this massive transformation. Now, this exponential like assimilation of rapidly transforming you is the cumulative effect of breakthrough that you have actually done since August, opposite Pluto in Leo season. Remember, we're completing this awakening cycle. So this is putting you in a position to now take qualities of your development that occurred subtly and subconsciously while you were so busy, of course, living your life and experiencing stuff consciously. You were rapidly developing, and all of this is just unlocking all at once. This is like the fine, especially since September during Virgo season, you're coming into this hardcore transformation. So there are like tangible abilities and qualities that you're going to really like finally feel like, wow, you felt you could do this. You're going to be sharper. There's certain, and a facet of this is almost as if like a fourth, fifth, sixth dimensional being that is interfacing with you in the third dimension. They're not limited by the cross sections that you might be within moment to moment, and you're going to be interacting with them. The thing here is you have been interacting with these facets of your unconscious, subconscious, and then maybe connections to oversouls or this collective connection your whole life for years. You may have reasonably, especially the way your brain has conditioned by society, to attribute these occurrences to you just talking to yourself or to you just being like in your head, or maybe a habit, or maybe some kind of quirk you have. And now throughout the rest of this moon in Pisces, your entire perception is about to switch. It's like going to zoom out, and you're going to realize that certain things you've been doing thinking they're nothing are actually supernatural abilities, are actually maybe behind certain wild synchronicities you come into, which are going to enable you to now do this at will, or at least understand more the mechanics around this. And then over the next two weeks, you're going to experience a rapid transformation of your life. Okay. And then you're going to step in a Sagittarius season. And this is going to feel like you have just stepped in to a more mastered state of your abilities, and you're seeing everything that's possible to do late November coming into December. Okay, so I hope you're excited about that. As of now, the rest of Moon in Pisces, the rest of today coming into tomorrow, by tomorrow, the moon will be in Aries. You're going to apply this realization. There's certain things now. Okay, that's what I almost forgot to say. There's certain things about yourself that you initially knew, but you are coming in to a new understanding. So some of you have been revealed divine understandings about yourself. This understanding does not come from what has been researched in your 3D reality. It doesn't come from what is colloquially accepted. It doesn't come from what is widely agreed upon and accepted. So by definition, it should sound delusional because it's coming from an understanding that is beyond the physical. It is beyond the world. It's almost like trying to use a different language to now speak to someone who only speaks English. It's going to sound like gibberish. So now what happened was, this understanding that happened for many of you since 2010, and then anywhere from 2010 to like 2024, you guys came into a transformative breakthrough of this, but your understanding of this was stunted because you were trying to fit it in the box of worldly wisdom. You were trying to apply it in ways with which you were taught you were supposed to achieve success. And I want you to comment, resonate, if this resonates with you. But you may have been feeling this tug of war where it's like, in order for me to fully channel and tap into this brings me away from what society expects from me. But the more I kind of move towards to what society expects from me, it's like I'm not really able to tap into this unique energy. Like anytime you truly feel like yourself, it's like you feel farthest away. And now for those of you who actually resonate with some stuff like that, you guys are the ones that are going to be transforming super rapidly, because the purpose of that was to have you through real experiences simulate why you can't serve two masters, quote unquote, why you can't really apply a limited understanding with an unlimited essence of your being. Okay. So it's not necessarily like the idea that you're not sure how to do it. It's an illusion. It's not that you don't understand how to do it. It's that you're applying a language, a programming language, to a hardware that does not compute that language. Okay. So what's happening now is that you are being unveiled the proper understanding of insight that you have been revealed. For example, some of you have been revealed that you're a god. and not in like the God complex way. Like you're a God. You've had legitimate experiences that have shown you within your human vessel, you carry qualities of a God. Okay. For example, I wouldn't say I'm a God. I would say I'm godlike in a certain sense, but I have I'm more of an angel, if anything. Like I have angelic quality, but I wouldn't say I'm necessarily deity. Some of you are gods, right? Some of you are goddesses. Some of you have direct access and power to God power. But your understanding of this concept, may have tried to integrate this into, say, Christian or religious understanding. And now you've conflated what it means to be a Lord versus maybe the Abrahamic interpretation of what God means, which now took the concept, but now you are unconsciously limiting how it's really supposed to work for you. And that's just one example. For others of you, you might have tried to kind of express this in a scientific way that makes too much sense. Whereas, in order for you to really tap into this, the less sense you make, the more accurate it is. And that's going to frustrate elements of your critical brain that is not used to thinking in this way. Many of you are waking to the point that the neurology and the way your brain and neurotypical quality has to process is going to be neurodivergent, or it's going to function differently. You don't have to be neurodivergent, but it's going to function differently from the way most people are trained to think. And that's not even to a detriment to the way most people think. It's just trying to conflate the two, understanding that you're dealing with two different worlds is getting your way. So that's what Neptune of surrender, it requires surrender. You're being asked to surrender. A lot of you are afraid to surrender because you want that illusion of certainty. You want to feel like, well, this makes sense to me. Well, this is how it is. And that's what's actually clogging the hose of realization. All right. Where you want to actually just release. The illusion is you don't have to know, because there's nothing you know, because all is God, right? The knowledge already exists through you and as you, versus something you have to compute. And that just sounds stupid as fuck to you. That's the dilemma here. Okay. But it's not really a dilemma. So you're going to come into this true perspective, this deeper perspective, and giving your acceptance, right? What this is manifesting as is some of you, and yes, it's really like Doctor Strange, right? A great example. It's like he has to kind of surrender his masterful physician knowledge in order to really grasp magic. And for many of you, it's going to be magic. A lot of you, your understanding of magic is still influenced by people around you who, at a subconscious level, have reinforced in you that it's demonic. So even though on a mental level, you know it's not, you're still having these subconscious responses because it was conditioned into you, and you're releasing it all. You're releasing it all. So the best way I can say this is some of you are still unconsciously acting like a muggle, or you're acting like a human being. To be completely honest, like some of you, like Pisces is trolling you guys. Some of you say you believe in magic, right? But then you're looking at certain situations as impossible. But magicians make the impossible possible. There's no really compromise here. Magicians don't really go around wondering, how do I make this work? No, they're like, doop de doop, poopily de doopy scoop. Boom, and it happens. They don't fucking know how they made it. They don't have to know. All right. This is not a rational process. It's a supernatural process. And that's why I feel like this is run with so much fraud. But that's why you've also experienced the difference of what happens when you try to force it and make it fit in a box of understanding versus when you surrender and let it be. And now you're a witness to your own magic. Okay. So you don't have to know. You're going to be awakening this over the next 20 years. Now you're going to unlock over the next 2 weeks 1% of your full potential. You're going to take this 1% into Sagittarius. And then by next year, the next 19 years, you'll be building up to 100% proficiency. You'll go to level 100. So, like, this is very exciting. This is jam packed. It's all happening right now. Like with the moon in Pisces, it's literally happening right now. I would say the moon as a current is still 22 degrees. As soon as it starts to directly trine Mars, you're gonna really feel on Neptune. You're gonna really feel that going in the Aries with Mercury. So yeah, so it's definitely a supernatural revelation and awakening, and this might really run contrary to everything you've ever been taught. So yeah, what am I basing this on? I'm basing this off of, at the very least, 6-9 months of activating and integrating your own supernatural potential since January, activated late March, and then really kicking off late May into June. So, and yeah, we could all be level 100. We could evolve that rapidly. Anything is possible. But I didn't want to blow smoke up your ass. I did want to channel some dumb sounding shit just to let you know it's that real. And even this right now, like I hope it doesn't sound like I'm trolling you, but yeah, it's not really going to be hard for some of you guys are crazy like me. Like you already know what it is. But like for those of you who it might be difficult to surrender. I'm not saying you have to lose that forever, but know what is magic and then what is science, right? Don't try to conflate the two in a sense where you're expecting scientific principles out of magic, okay? And you're trying to bastardize science and make it magic, or you're taking magic and you're expecting science. So yeah. Now, with Neptune at the end of Pisces, this is going to reveal the final layer of something your own soul has kept hidden from you until you were ready. All right. And this is what you're going to take over the next 2 weeks. And you're going to see more transformation than you've ever seen. But it's nothing that you're doing. This is the breakthrough of what you've done over the past 6 months. That's the most important thing to kind of establish. Like you're kind of finally here. So the underlying theme we have here is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is you leaping into battle. This is the after tarot. This is somebody literally blicking somebody in the neck. So you're about to catch a body. And this is what I'm saying. Like you're not just awakening this, you're getting ready to go into battle, Sagittarius season. Like you're going to be busting missions. There's a message coming into you. And like some of your spirit team and your spirit guides are going to be a lot more vocal. You're going to be realizing that you're communicating at a collective level with universal entities. Universal entities are not individuals with ego. They speak through everything all at once. So you're going to be learning more how, you are getting trolled by certain advertisements. Like the coincidence of you hearing some random person in a bus answer your question right as you asked is not just that individual. That individual is a part of a collective body that's trolling the shit out of you and laughing at you, but also helping you to level up. So we do have the death card, not surprisingly, for Scorpio season. This is literally what I was talking about. You're rapidly transforming, and with the Knight, like this is definitely going to be intense, and it's representing your breakthrough into power unimaginable. We do have the Scorpio King of Cups. There's mastery of emotional intelligence and compassion and wisdom and controlling your feelings that's going to enable you to tap much deeper into a much purer understanding of yourself and deeper feelings that you've always had but may not have harnessed in the way that you're going to begin to harness. Okay, so the next step we do have here is the Queen of Cups, which now is really beautiful because the King and Queen of Cups is a soulmate connection with feelings that are like literally super deep. All right, so for some of you, especially with Venus that's going into Scorpio, this is going to really bring intimacy and partnerships that might really unveil bonds and connections. Now, I do have a video, an Ultimate Manifestation playlist, and this is the final message I do need to say for some of you. Once again, some of you believe in God. Um, you believe in magic. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you don't believe in yourself, which is just amazing. You believe in God. You believe in magic, but how was I going to say this? Um, you say you want things, but then you won't accept that you have it. Okay, and you have to be honest with yourself. If perpetually you just want to be in a state of longing, okay, and then you blame the universe, or you kind of work on the universe, like, why isn't this happening? So I have a message from the universe, okay. And some of you don't like this because you want to be told, oh, I have to do this, I have to do this, or if I do this, and if I make this happen, and I do this. And I'm here to tell you, none of that shit was ever true. Despite what past results you may have had, look at you, you're here right now. And I need to ask you the most important question. Okay. When I say you're here right now, that's applying to anybody who still feels like they can't get what they want, which you're effectively lying to yourself because you have it all right now. So I need to ask you a question. I'm not going to ask you, do you want it now or no? Do you have it now? I want you to think of something you really want right now. It's okay, whatever it is you desire. And I'm going to ask you, do you have it right now? Do you have it or not? Okay. If you don't have it, if you cannot accept that you have it, if you need to touch it, if you need to feel it, if you need external validation in order to know you have it, it's better to be honest. It's better to be honest than to lie to yourself. Okay? And be completely honest. Can you surrender? That's what surrender is. People think that surrender means, oh, I have to let go. If I just pretend I don't want it anymore. No, surrender means, oh, I already got it. I don't need to see it. I have it. I'm not asking, oh, I faded into the darkness. I'm one with the dark. You're not going to say, oh, where is it? Oh, I've been waiting for 5 weeks. I've been waiting for 5 months. You already have it. You don't give a fuck when it's going to come in. You know that everything in your life has already been written down in perfection, and that everything that happens to you at the perfect time. It's already yours, the way you wanted it. The way that you say you believe in God. You say you believe in an all-powerful creator being who knows the beginning from the end and really loves you. You don't believe that he's going to hook you up. You have to constantly be like, oh, I want this now, I need this. So you need to ask yourself realistically, do you have it or not? Are you good for it? If you're a muggle, you're going to give every excuse in your head. You're going to say, well, I need this to happen first. I need this to happen first. I need this to happen first. And then I need that to happen. And then I need this to happen. It has to happen like this. So no, I don't have it because of this. And oh, I can't make this happen. And oh, I need this person to hit me up, or I need this person to say it. If you're a magician, you know that your word is your wand. So it's, yeah, I said I have it. I have it. And that's it. And you go out and you do your thing. That's it. You're the last thing on your mind, and that's why not everyone's a magician. It's simple, but it's not easy. That requires a level of surrender and trusting yourself that you don't even second guess. You don't even second guess that you're good for it. And that's why not everyone can be a master magician. Most people can't step into a situation without fully surrendering. You are all that is. You are God, and there is no other. There's nothing more you need to do. all that, and this, you were brainwashed and conditioned to think that you're not good enough, you're not sexy enough, you're not wealthy enough, you're not successful enough. You have to be. How else are we going to advertise products to you that you've never needed if we do not in some way fundamentally lie to you and tell you that you are just a sheep and a consumer? How? You don't have the love you need. You're not in the relationship you need. You're still single at your age. If you don't have a marriage, you don't even deserve respect. Some of you believe that bullshit, and you let people gaslight you and then psychologically condition you to believe that you need their respect. You need to be good by them in order to know you're good. This is what I'm saying, where your God power, you nerfed it by giving it away. Scorpio season wants you to take it back. Do you have it or not? Because remember, I said we're set for life. So I don't care if my checkings account and the way my savings account is a certain way. I know I'm good for it. I'm gonna outlive all of this stuff, and I don't have to wait later. I'm not saying I'm gonna have it. I have it now. I am it. And that's gonna sound delusional to a lot of people. I have the darkness. You can barely see my face. This is the darkness, whatever. So a lot of people don't want to fucking hear that. A lot of people don't want to fucking hear that. All right. And that's why this is for adults. A lot of people don't want to hear that. They want this empirical sense of results. And nobody can really do that but you. Can you at least admit that you got it like that? When I say you already got it, I'm not saying, okay, it's going to come. Like, you have it right now. Now, every way with which I think moving forward is as the person that has it. I don't have to fake it. I don't have to pretend that I have something I'm not. I said the word. Oh, yeah, I'm good for it. My word is the check. It's the blank check. Oh, I said I got it. That is much more powerful than saying, I got it, and then wavering back and forth. I got it. Damn, I wish I was rich right now. Damn, how come nothing good ever happens to me? But I have all of my. Which is it, y'all? The universe is saying, which is it? Do you have it or not? Because the universe fucks with those of you who know what it is. That's the frequency. And then they'll be like, oh, he said he got it. All right. He said he got it. Let's reflect that. It's as simple as that. Now, when you stand firm like a video game, you're going to see NPCs, or you're going to see enemies who test your state. And the more you stand in your state, the more you're going to express unconscious projections to test whether you believe what you believe, whether you're going to fold or whether you're going to stand on that you have it. And you keep moving forward and you gain. You're not going to have to wait. So that's it. Be open to what that looks like. And I mean, if you want to give up on yourself and if you want to quit, that's really on you. You know what I mean? That's your divine right. You are the creator of your own reality. But we do not mess. We don't have WLBs in this chat. We don't have WBs here. The Mercury and Mars and Sag is going to show you how quick your synchronization rate is. So if it felt like what you are saying doesn't happen, now the sun is trining Saturn. You're gonna start to see it. Now that all this stuff is crossed Uranus, it's in there. Do you have it or not? Maintain that so you can be the broadband hub with which your frequency expresses itself through. Be of a singular mind. And I will see you guys next week for the tarot readings. All right. And then the full moon as well in Taurus, where we really kick in this transformation process. All right. You guys stay blessed as always. And until next time, peace.